before.
Sorry. Don't feel free.
Okay. So we'll.
Would you like us to move like the tables in a more circular way?
Is it possible? Yeah. Yeah. Let's just, or maybe remove some tables. Or you can like put some tables on the side so that we're all like sitting together.
Are you going to use the computer here or not?
We might watch a couple of videos of like tutorials or something like this. Maybe.
Might later.
Yeah. Maybe later. I'm not sure.
So first, feel free to do whatever you like.
Yes, we are doing whatever. We're already doing it. Okay, thanks.
It's just a basic setup, so
Yeah.
you can change.
Yeah. Okay, I think that's.
I was just suggesting to have like 3 tables.
Oh, we have these tables on the side. I think that's good. That's good. Let's just sit together.
All right. Do you need like a table for you? Do you want me to help you?
No, we'll find something. If we need it, we'll find something. Okay. Okay. I can go. Okay, great. Yeah, I might go at some point. Yes. Okay, great. Hi.
I will do a very small.
Okay, you do the introduction. You do the introduction. Okay, you do the introduction.
We are in focus group photography, you know that. Okay. Thank you, Basim, for coming and
Thank you
making
for
all the
inviting
effort
me.
to come at the last minute here because everybody was done like that. Okay. So Basim Magdy, did I pronounce it well enough?
Yes.
Yeah. He's an artist, photographer, and filmmaker that was born in Cairo, if I remember well.
In Egypt.
In Egypt.
Yeah,
Okay.
not in Cairo, but in Egypt.
Yeah, in Egypt.
Close.
And now he lives in
Basel.
Switzerland.
Yeah.
Basel, Switzerland. He is a very prominent contemporary artist who uses photography and filmmaking. Has done exhibitions around the world. Including the very known exhibition for you photographers, MoMA New Photography in 2015 it was, or 13, I don't remember.
15 or 16, I guess. 15 maybe.
Okay. And what I also like, he has shown his work both in Tilt Festival that you can't go if you have not already went, which you could see like a video of his. But also, and I became first time acquainted with your work, was I think in 15 or something, when you have shown in State of Concept.
State of Concept, yeah.
Yeah, which is
the first time I showed here in Athens.
Yeah, which was he had a solo exhibition, and I think the rest is up to him.
Okay.
Okay.
Thanks.
So I don't. Sorry about this small formality. Ευχαριστούμε όσους ήρθατε και κάνατε κόπο. Και αυτά.
Okay, I'm a lot more interested about your names.
Yeah,
so, let's, yes.
I'm Fatini. I'm one of the curators along with Zoe, Takis, Makis, and Apostolos, whom you already know. We did this exhibition, Safe Mode Amplified Realities, that opened yesterday at Project Gallery, and it's going to open at the 2 other venues on Tuesday. Minsk, Athens, and Kukaki, and the newly founded Bathier Day, which is like the little brother of Minsk. So we're all waiting for you on the opening. And we're again very happy and very grateful for Basim that could join us. That could join us. Am I wired now? Is this?
Yeah.
Oh my God. So we're very grateful again and very thankful for Basim who could make it and who could actually come and prepare such a very interesting workshop for all of us today. So please let's start with our names, starting from you, and we can start the workshop. So what's your name?
Okay, my name is Markella.
Yes. Wait a minute.
Maybe you can just put it in your hand.
Yes.
Just hold it in your hand.
My name is Markella.
Wait,
Eleni.
hold on. Let's go back to you and tell me a little bit about yourself. Why? Tell me about your interest in photography. What do you do? What kind of photography do you work with? What got you interested in photography? Anything.
Yeah.
Yes. It's not going to be easy.
Not study for this. I mean,
We have 3 hours together. I'm not going to talk by myself.
we don't have anything else to do.
Okay. I started taking pictures when I was a little kid,
Mhm.
and then I found interest in that. Whenever I take pictures, I really feel alive, and that's why I wanted to learn more about this. So I came here, and I really like taking pictures of portraits or abstract things that you cannot realize what you see, and also I'm interested in video, and that's it for now.
Okay. Did you ever shoot analog photography? Anything Polaroids or film or?
Yeah, the last year I started with the film photography. Now I'm really interested in learning how you can develop the film in a dark room and
Okay.
things like that.
Good. Okay.
Okay, so I'm Eleni. It's not been a long that I started studying photography, so it's like three years I say that I started taking pictures. I came from performance, so before I used to work in performative arts,
Mhm.
and then I started to little by little to go outside, and I'm interested. I don't know yet. I'm trying to find my way, but I haven't found it yet. I think what I want to do exactly with photography, and I'm trying also to work also some now with Polaroid.
Okay.
It's not really easy. It's a bit expensive also.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
And I don't know, maybe documentary photography, artistic photography, and yeah, abstract. And
Okay.
I'm also interested in video, but let's see.
And you like Pink Floyd.
Sorry,
And you like Pink Floyd.
of course.
Hi, I'm Nikos. I'm taking photographs for for many years now. I think what got me into photography is to preserve the moment and the memories and stuff like that. And in retrospect, I think it's the fear of death that that motivates me to capture photography. Nowadays, I don't know what I like to take a lot of kind of photography, and I'm trying to explore the boundaries and try to find a way to express myself in a more cognitive, more yeah, in a better way.
Okay. Great. Well,
Okay.
we know each other.
I'm Steffi.
We met before.
Okay. My work is focused on.
What's your name?
Steffi.
Steffi, hi.
Yes, I'm the late girl.
Okay, you're Steffi the lead girl.
Yes.
My work is focused on human body and sexuality, and I'm playing with forms and structures. I think my general work is anthropocentric because I'm interested in portraits. I bought an analog camera about 2 or 3 months ago from an old lady because I would like to capture a raw trip that I made in Europe in August vacation. And what else? And my thought was that, okay, we made a road trip with an old car, a vintage car of 80s. So I thought that I had to capture that experience with an old camera too. So I started. And I do some experimentals.
Okay,
I have
great.
only 3 good photographs in film, only 3.
That's a
But
big
3 they are
statement.
okay.
I
like
only
it.
have 3 good photographs.
Sorry, I will say, hello, I'm Zoe. I am a visual artist, and I also work with Fotini and Apostolos and Takis and Makis, and we are having Tail platform. So that's it for today.
Hi, I am Maria. I'm a student here. I haven't found what I am sure about photography, what I like, but I like the light, the sun, how appears on things, whatever things are.
That sums up photography.
Oh.
The light and how a person thinks.
Yeah.
Hi, my name is Elias. I like to shoot portraits and street, and I have an analog camera, film camera, and that's all.
Okay, let's do one more round of names quickly. Elias, Maria, Steffi, Nikos, Eleni. I don't know how to say it. Say it in
Markella.
Markella. Okay, I heard. Okay, good.
I already have one.
Great.
On you.
I already have one. Yes,
It looks
that's
a
true.
bit like a biscuit, you know. yeah, like you're passing around like a chocolate or something.
Okay, so today I brought some cameras with me. Everything we're going to do is going to be analog. A lot of it is going to be theoretical because we can't see the outcome. But I also brought a couple of cameras that will show us the outcome, and the outcomes will be different. The quality will be different. But the idea is it's going to be very experimental. We'll go crazy and we'll try things. We'll work with our hands. And in the end, you're going to understand where Photoshop comes from. Because everything in Photoshop used to be done with people's imagination and their hands and light and color. It used to be like cutting out things, allowing the right amount of light to go through, blocking this part of the image, or adding more light to this part of the image, or coloring things maybe by hand sometimes, or adding multiple exposures on top of each other. So hopefully it will be fun. Let's see what we're gonna. I wanted to talk to you about something else. Maybe can we show something from my website?
Of course.
Yes. Μπορούμε να μπούμε στο site του.
Εδώ, αυτό δεν είναι.
From here.
It's fine. Okay, give me a moment, please.
Ναι, το ξέρω.
Έκανα λάθος. Αυτό.
Δεν είναι
Download.
λάθος.
Αυτό έχετε κατεβάσει καλύτερα.
Ναι, βάλε πρόσμα.
Ναι, γιατί. Sorry. Basim. Okay. Here you go.
Okay, and then let's go here. This is a piece that I made in 2016. And you can see all the photographs have different colors. And the colors are very strong. So I'm just going to show you, like start with this image. All the photographs are shot on film, like this, 35 millimeter film, 135 film. And some of them have text. The text is done with Photoshop, but I want to talk about look at the photographs and the colors in them, None of this is Photoshop. This is directly on the film. And so what I did is, this we'll talk about this because it has another, so here, for example, you see there are two photographs. There's the photograph of the mountains, and then there are these triangles here, and then there are these lines. So this is a good example actually to talk about it. So the triangles were something that I put inside the camera, and I took two pictures, one on top of the other. And for the second picture, I put this thing inside the camera, so it blocked part of the image. But let's talk about the color first, and we'll get to that. The color is basically, I would take a roll of film like this, and I would go in my dark room, which is my bathroom, and I would pull the whole film out and put it in a developing tank, or even a black jar that has something acidic in it. So I usually work with what I call acidic household chemicals, which is basically anything that I find at home that is slightly more acidic than water. The reason I use household chemicals is because I know that they're not going to burn me. I'm not going to play with chemicals without knowing what is going to happen. I know that if I put, let's say, lemon juice, it's not going to burn me. If I put vinegar, so I started experimenting with all kinds of crazy things: Coca-Cola, Sprite, vinegar, lemon juice, orange juice, rubbing alcohol. At some point, I had yeast growing on the film. So you could see the yeast growing on the film. And then if you leave the film in the chemical for the right amount of time, if you leave it for too long, the image that you're going to take will be completely gone. I'll show you an example. So here you can see, so for example, in this case, I put the roll of film in the, let's say, vinegar like this, without taking the film out. So you could see the vinegar going in like slowly on the film. It captured that. Here, let's say I put it in vinegar, I took it out, I put it in cold water to stop the chemical reaction, and then I put it in something else. So the vinegar gave it the color, and something else gave it the dots. So you can do this one time after another, but you have to be aware that the more you do it, the more you're going to lose the emulsion on the film. The part that actually is light sensitive will disintegrate, and there will be nothing left to capture a photograph. So it burns it. I am trying to get to an image. Here, for example, while it was in the, I'm going to use the vinegar as a standard. While it was in the vinegar, I flickered the light with a lighter, just for a split second. So the light goes on the edge of the film. While it's in the jar, I open the jar, I flicker the light next to it. The light captures parts of the film, only a part of the film, an angle of the film. I can't find one that's completely abstract. Well, so yeah, for example, this one. This one stayed in the acid for too long, so it came out like this. But then that's also part of any photographic process. You edit, you look at what you have, and you think, well, this is nice, I like it, I'm going to use it. So I decided to use it. So the process is very simple. You put the film in whatever acidic household chemical you have or you want. I used also like cleaning supplies, like the things you spray on like to clean glass or to clean, because they have alcohol, they have other things. I would say if you're going to put it with the canister, so you don't need the dark, you just put it in there, you could go for hours because it takes a while for the chemicals to go into the canister. If you're going to take it out of the canister, depending on the ASA of the film, this is 100, I wouldn't leave it for more than 15 minutes. 400, I wouldn't leave it for more than 5 minutes. Take it out in the dark room, put it in cold water, and dry it with a hair dryer, again in the dark, and then roll it back inside. And then you take that film, once it's dry, and the canister is also dry. Make sure it's completely dry. And you take it and you give it to the lab, and you say, I want this cross-processed. There are two kinds of film. There is negative film and positive film. Negative film is when, you know, what's most people are used to. You make prints from it. When you look at it after it's developed, the colors are inverted. They're not realistic colors. Positive film is slide film, which is what this projector is for. I don't know if you've seen this projector working before with slides in it. Slides have real colors, the colors that the lens could see, could capture. To develop negative film, there is a process called C41, which is, it requires specific chemicals. Like there's this chemical, you know, but they're called C41 chemicals or chemistry. To develop the slide film, there is a process called E6, different chemicals. So cross-processing is basically taking a negative film and telling the lab to develop it as if it was a slide film. So using E6 chemicals, the chemicals that are not supposed to be used for this. So you're doing everything wrong. You're putting the film in acid, and then you're taking it out, and then you're developing it with the wrong chemicals, but then the outcome is this. And this allows for a lot of possibility. And I want you to imagine, this is all on the film. I mean, not the text, but bad image, not the right image. Okay, let's take a look at this one. This is on the film itself. In this case, I used negative film, and I had it developed as slides. So these are slides. I could use them also as slides. I could put them in this projector, and they would project like this. You can also buy slide film and develop it as negative film. The difference is negative film, well, until maybe 2 months ago, negative film used to be much cheaper than slide film. And it used to be available. Now it's a problem to find film for some reason, but hopefully it will be back. Does anyone have any question? Was this too technical? Was it confusing? You can ask. Ask and I'll repeat. It's fine. I'm happy. Which part didn't you get?
I didn't get, for example, how, for example, can we go back? The one was completely
Burnt.
Burnt.
Yeah. So
yeah.
This one.
Yeah. What was the process?
So remember I said like this is 100 ASA film. I wouldn't leave it for more than 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Let's say I left this in the acid for 30 minutes.
Okay.
So this is the part that's light sensitive, that captures the image.
Okay.
And it has an emulsion on it. It has a layer of something on it.
Yeah.
And acid burns things. So the longer it stays in the acid, the longer its ability to capture an image goes away. So I took a picture. This was a picture, but the picture didn't show. What came out was this.
Yeah. Okay.
So this is just exposed to the chemical for too long.
Okay.
But also every time I do this, I know what I'm going to get, because now I have an understanding of the combinations. This kind of film plus this kind of chemical for this long produces this dominant color and this effect. And I have tables of what does what with what. But every time I do this, I know 80% what I'm going to get. And 20% is chance. You never know. So that 20% is exciting because you get things like this that you might like, and then you do it on purpose. I can't remember if this was done on purpose or if it was an accident, but it must have started with an accident that I liked, and then I decided to do it again. You had another question. You were going to say something.
Yeah, the first picture, I think, it was like kind of not double exposure, but there was like some triangles inside.
Yes.
I didn't really get where did you put first the
This we'll talk about later. This is another trick that we're going to do later.
Okay.
But it wasn't a good choice to start working about this. I just wanted to talk about the film. The way I became interested in this was I was on the lomography website. Do you know what lomography is? Lomography is a, huh?
Sorry?
Lomography.
Lomography.
And I was reading an article. Lomography is a group of people who use plastic cameras and very cheap cameras to make kind of cheap looking or not perfect looking photography. The only problem with, they experiment a lot, and some results are really interesting. The only problem I have with lomography is that it's a lot of experimenting without a concept behind it. Without, people taking pictures of their friends, which is fine and it's great, but there's nothing, they don't take, why are you doing this? Why are you altering film or altering your image without having a concept that supports why you're doing this? So for me, for example, the reason I do this is because I see photography, analog photography, film photography, as a representation of reality. And I see what I do as fiction. This is a fictional love story about two people who, there is a point when they meet, and there is a point when they break up, and there is a point when their kids are witnessing the breakup, and there is in between, there are a lot of conversations and questions and dreams. But I wanted to highlight this idea of the fiction to make it look familiar, but still fictional. So this is why I did this. And it's important that whatever you do with photography to think why you're doing it. Does it support your idea? Does it, especially if you're going to experiment. Experimenting for the sake of experimentation is fun, but it doesn't go beyond that. So it's important to think, why am I using this particular technique for this particular image? What am I going to say with it? So yeah, about the film and the pickling. Does anyone have any more questions? The problem with this is that we can't see the result. And this is very expired film that I bought yesterday here from 1984. So I doubt if I put it in anything, or even if I don't put it in anything, if there's going to be a result. Yes?
Do you do the same with a film and not the photography, but movie?
I tried it once. It's a lot more difficult.
I know.
I did it once. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it was. Yeah, the result is different, because if you use 16mm film or Super 8 film, then you see an animation, because every frame has a different
of course, yeah.
image, color, effect on it. So basically you have what you're shooting. Let's say I'm filming you, so I see your face, but on top of that there is an animation of liquid moving around.
Yeah.
And that's interesting in its own way. But it's to get a result, it's a lot more difficult. You have to have a developing tank for 16mm film, and you have to put the film in it, and you have, yeah.
And Super 8, it's both negative and positive anyway.
Yes, but well, 16mm as well. Yes, and you have to find a lab that would cross-process for you. Yes, I mean it's difficult to find 16mm labs now, and it's difficult to find a 16mm lab that will do cross-processing. But I did it, and it worked. But I did it once because it only made sense in a film I made once. Like for example, no, just conceptually. I mean, like for example, the film I'm showing, New Acid that I'm showing in the exhibition, it wouldn't have made sense in it. It doesn't, I wanted to create another effect. It's about what effect you want to create and why you want to create that effect. How does it help what you're trying to communicate with the work, what you're trying to say? Mm-hmm. So, yeah. Any more questions?
I wanted to say that I find interesting what you said, that everything started as an experimentation with different and a bit more unconventional materials. And I just find interesting the fact that you're so close to the material aspect of photography, while we tend, with all the digitalization of the media, we tend to have more and more immaterial perspective on the mediums that we work with. But you continue having this relationship with the material aspect of it. So you're very aware of the materials you're going to use, the assets you're going to use. This is happening, because you make it, not just because there's a software in between what you want to achieve and what your intention is. I find this interesting. It's not a question. It's just a remark.
I mean, everything starts with curiosity.
Yes.
It all starts with, I have this in my hand. How does it work? Why is this color different from this? What happens when it gets developed? And what happens if I punch a hole in it, or I put it in acid, or it always starts with, what's the worst that could happen? I'm going to try it out and see what happens, and as long as nobody dies, then then we're good. Then whatever comes out is going to be progress. And that's how you create progress. You take risks, and you are curious, and you try things, and you also accept failure as part of the process. I want to show you the first piece I made using this technique, if I manage to do this. So here, they were shown as slides from slide projectors like this one. So there are two slide projectors, and they're next to each other, and the image is overlapping. I'm trying to find a good image to show. And the image, so they're close to each other, so the two images are overlapping. And here you can see that every slide has a dominant color. So one is pink and one is yellow-orange. And when you overlap them, then you get the overlapping color. And the reason I use this process here was, the piece is called A 240-Second Analysis of Failure and Hopefulness with Coke, Vinegar, and Other Tear Gas Remedies. So I decided I saw this building that was getting demolished, and it was a huge building. So for 30 days, I went and took pictures of the building as it was getting demolished and as it evolved into a construction site. And then I took pictures using different kinds of film. So every kind of film creates a different color. With a different kind of chemical, the combinations create different colors. And then I looked at all the photographs, and I started making these combinations between them. And
in the slide projection.
In the slide projection, yeah. Because it was about failure and hopefulness, I made this connection between revolutions or acts of revolt, collective attempts to change things, to change politics. And I was thinking about tear gas and how the police uses tear gas, and there are very specific remedies, household remedies that people use to not be affected by tear gas. So some people would put vinegar in a piece of cloth and put it on their mouth when they're subjected to tear gas. Some people have used Coke, and some people have used yeast. So these three things I used in this piece as chemicals to alter the film. And I wanted to see the result. So this piece is only made with Coke and vinegar and I think yeast. We'll see. I'll show you what the yeast does. This is yeast, the black here. So this is yeast growing on the film. And of course, here there is a lot more loss of image. Here it's almost like a destroyed image. And that's something I wanted to, because I wanted to kind of reflect this act of demolition and the act of construction. They're all mixed up, so you can't really tell what's what. You can't tell if this is construction or demolition. And that's because I actually believe that the line between before change and after change, and what comes after change, like political change, is very blurred. The line between failure and hopefulness is very blurred. In the lowest points of failure, there is a lot of hopefulness. And in the highest points of hopefulness, there's failure lurking in the background because, well, what can you accomplish more? If you reach the top, then the only thing possible is that you're going to start failing. If you reach the bottom, the only thing possible is that you're going to start getting somewhere. Yeah, this is definitely yeast. And of course, again, there is the act of editing. There is the choice of images and what image to use and what image not to use and how to put the two images together. Yeah, okay, well, let's do more fun stuff. So I have here, maybe can you all come here? Let's look at this stuff together. Okay, so come closer. Maybe we can take this chair away so we can all get really close. Okay, so I have 3 cameras here. This is... okay. Maybe we can move the desk a bit. Like this. Okay. Okay, so this is a Fuji Instax camera. I think some of you have seen it before. And Polaroid cameras are a good way to see what you're taking pictures of if you're using analog and not digital, because you get a picture. A picture comes out. This is another Polaroid camera. It was made in the 1980s. It's called Polaroid 600 SE, and it's the only professional Polaroid camera ever made. I think they made it for fashion photographers who were at that time shooting on medium format film, to be able to see what they're taking. Like, they adjust the lighting, they adjust everything, and then they take a picture, and then they see it, and then they take the other picture. It has a body, which is this here, and the lens, which can come out, and the back, which can also come out. And that's where the film is. And this Polaroid film doesn't come out by itself. It's very old Polaroid film. It's what existed before the kind of current, the square format Polaroid film. So you have to take it out, pull it out by yourself, which is great because it means that you can take as many exposures as you want. It means you can take this out and put things inside the camera. And this is a regular 35 millimeter film. That's what it looks like. Now, let's start with this one and do something kind of theoretical. These are color gels, so we can use them as filters. These are very similar to this. So this, I can just, when I take a picture, even if it's not the right size, I can just hold it like this in front of the camera. I can also make color combinations like this. 2 different colors together produce another color. And these filters, I can also take 2 exposures, 2 photographs on top of each other, each one of them with a color. So first I'll take a picture with this, and then make sure the film doesn't roll, and then I take another picture with this. Another thing I can use is these filters, which I found yesterday, and they're extremely dirty. So I could do something like this and have half the photograph be yellow and the other half is yellow-green, or the same thing here, and go like this, or even more like this. I just made a little composition with just 3 pieces of glass. And then imagine if there is a portrait here in the middle. Some lenses would show the sharpness of this, like lines, and some lenses would blur all of this and then it would be like a completely blurred gradient of colors. Now, we can also, so every camera has two parts. What happens in front of the lens and what happens inside the camera. So one thing we can do is, where are the scissors? Yes. One thing we can do is this should be the right size, but you can put this here. And then the film goes on top of it, and then this will be part of the camera, part of the image. The image will take this color. So think of what I did when I pickled the film, and it came out kind of a color like this. What I did with pickling the film is on the film itself. It's on the actual film, like it's printed on the film. This is in front of the film. The film goes here, whereas I have the film.
Sorry, can I make a question?
Yes, you can.
But what is the difference between putting this inside the camera or in front? Like
the difference is I can do this. I can't do this with the glass filters. You can make patterns, shapes, punch holes in it, make a circle so that your subject is like surrounded by a halo of color. And I can also add another color on top of it, and then I put my film like this. And well, I would have to tape this. So I don't know, do we have tape here? I
can find you.
That's fine, we don't need to, I mean, yeah, maybe we will need it later. But yeah, you just tape it. Yeah, we just tape it, and the film goes like this. So when it gets exposed, when I open the shutter of the camera, it goes through the color here, and goes more light goes through the part that's already cut out. And I can do this also with different colors. So you were asking about the triangles. Yeah. The triangles are done like this with black paper. So like this. And then I would take another exposure like this, or whatever, like this. So when you do this, in the end I'm going to do it with this camera, because this camera is going to show you, and we'll have a result that actually explains everything I'm talking about. We'll put something inside the camera, we'll put stuff here, and we'll take multiple exposures, and we're going to have like a crazy image of everything together. Now, to do this, you have to have a camera that can do multiple exposures, that can take an image and not roll by itself the film. And every single camera, this camera, for example, can do multiple exposures. I press here and I go like this, and it says 2 or 3 or 4 or whatever, and it just keeps the film for 2 or 3 exposures. Some older cameras can't do that, so there is a hack for that. I don't know. Does anyone have an analog camera here? Did anyone bring in? Do you have an analog camera? Okay, can I take a look at it?
So if you don't have this option, how?
You go on YouTube and you write the name of your camera, and you write, how do I take multiple exposures with this camera?
Without having to make all the shots being...
No, there is always, well, yes, there are. I mean, if you put something inside the camera.
It's a bit tricky. I mean, you don't always have 100% of a chance, but I mean,
Okay.
Yes.
That's about experimenting,
But if you, so, okay, this is a great example. Thanks. Perfect. Thank you so much. Okay, this is a great example. I don't know how to do multiple exposures with this camera, but my guess is there film inside?
Yes.
Okay, so we're not going to do anything. But my guess is, You press here.
Joy with that or that. There's
That, yeah.
usually a mechanism.
Yeah. You press here, and you open this, and you go one cycle. No, wait, hold on. Sorry.
No, I think
You open this and you take the picture. So it doesn't, I can't remember. But that's why I said, that's why I said, you go on YouTube and you write Nikon FG, how to take multiple exposures. And you'll find so many tutorials for each camera. Every camera has tutorials for how to do it. And it's usually like, you know, you press here and you do something and then it works. For example, with this camera,
the idea is not to let the film go forward to the
Yes.
next line. Exactly. So I mean, usually it's like you use the mechanism that is the one mechanism that when you have to roll back the film,
yeah,
you just unlock it, and but this is different in most of the cameras. So it's
different
it's a bit
cameras,
like,
yeah.
it's
It
not
really
like-
depends on the camera.
Yeah.
For example, and we're going to experiment with this. For example, this. I just looked up today how to, because I never tried how to take a multiple exposure with a, I mean, I don't use an Instax Mini. So, but the idea is very simple. I need to stop my phone from making noises. The idea is very simple. You open the camera like this, and you hold the film here. And once you take the picture, as soon as you take the picture, you press the bottom out a little bit. Then the picture is not going to come out. And you wait until I mean, we can, let's try this. Because this is, I feel like this is all theoretical. Let's go outside and take pictures.
Okay.
Yeah. That's not going to work with the with the
we'll
streaming,
leave it
but it's
here,
fine.
We'll go outside,
Okay,
then we'll go
we'll
back.
come back in a minute.
Yeah. Bye bye, everybody.
Okay, we'll be back in a minute. And let's maybe, I don't know if the filters are going to work. Let's try with a filter. Let's take a yellow filter. Okay. Anywhere. We can go outside. Let's go outside. I'm just going to go quickly to get another pack of film because this might be the last picture, or I don't know if there is film in it. Who has it?
I have a Polaroid, but it's not.
Who wants to try? No? Why not? Come on.
I want to see you.
I don't want to see myself doing it. Okay, so can I take a picture of one of you? Any volunteers? Someone? Okay. All right, you got your picture. God. Okay, I'll take a picture of you, and then I'll take another. Let's not complicate things. Okay, so now I open the back. I make sure that it doesn't fall out, and I'm going to hold it like this, and I'm going to take the picture. Before I do this, something important. Oh, I have to open the camera. Okay, and now it's going to show me the suggested amount of lighting. Okay, maybe we need to stand in a little bit more light because here's how I want it to work. Okay, so now it's here on sunny, and I'm gonna take it on a lower, on a higher. So if it says here, I'll go higher because I want the shutter to open and close much faster because I'm going to take 2 pictures. So if it needs, let's say 4 amount of light, then the 4 has to be divided by 2. This amount of light, it has to be divided by 2 because I'm taking 2 pictures. So for the first picture, I'm going to take this amount of light, and for the second picture, I'm going to take this amount of light. Okay, so okay, let's do it this way. And then I'm going to open here, hold it like this, and as soon as I press the shutter, I'm going to pull it out at the bottom a little bit, like this. And let's see if this is going to work. Okay, see, the film is not coming out, assuming there is film inside. We'll find out. Okay, and now I close it. The problem is when you do this, the shutter goes back to 0. The counter goes back to 0. I wasn't keeping track. I have to keep track when I put the next cartridge. Now, I'm going to take this one with this yellow filter. Okay, well, there are people watching, so hopefully this is going to work out. Otherwise, it's going to be really embarrassing. We just did it and it worked, right?
It works.
Okay.
Yeah, we saw the picture.
We're just going to wait.
It's not like me.
Okay, something is happening, yes.
Like, I'm like it's like.
See how your face got distorted? Because I put the filter halfway through. So there is a line that ran through your face. I put the filter like this.
Okay.
So this line went through your face. The yellow didn't really do much because it's a very faint yellow. But yeah, it worked.
But is it true that with Polaroid, if you put like something very warm, is going to change also a little bit the color?
It really depends on the kind of photograph. It's the kind of the Polaroid. There are so many things you can do to Polaroids. Again, YouTube videos. So many things you can do to Polaroids to alter them. I actually see the yellow now. Yeah, I can see it. It's here. So see, the bottom has more yellow.
Yes.
That's from the filter I used. If I used a red filter, it would have been different. Okay, let's try another one with a different color filter. Now, this is yours.
Thank you.
So now you guys know, whoever volunteers next time gets to keep the Polaroid. I did first. Okay, I'm going to go get another filter quickly and come back.
If you give us a few minutes, we can stream from the outside to have
Yeah,
a
yeah,
cable,
sure,
10 meters.
sure.
Just a minute.
You want something, coffee or water or?
No, no, I'm good.
Tea?
Thank you. No, 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 I'm good. Thank you. I have my water. It's good.
Pagina su tua vita. Σαν εικόνα.
πρέπει να κάνεις. Δηλαδή, άμα όλη η εικόνα σου είναι φωτεινή, θα κάψει
Do you like
πολύ
it?
θύελο.
Now, why this shot was
Ένα από τα δύο, ή το
Because I put the
why this is more
Χώρισε το.
it's not very precise. Polaroid camera, you'll see I can adjust exact numbers. I can adjust it properly. If I want it to be, you know, you can get close, but also if you're using different colors, there are a little bit of variables. But that's also something about analog photography is that there's always going to be a little bit of chance, and that's a good thing, because you look at this and you're like, I mean, I'm thinking, how can I do this again? This is really cool. Like the fact that the yellow here, why here, but that's probably when I did the film thing, some light went in. But yeah, but now I brought this. Cool. And I'll look at it.
Usually it's not reproduced. I mean, you know, it's not like film that you can make multiple copies. Theoretically, I mean, it's something that you know, you can play without. It's like
Κάνε κάτω μέχρι να φω ένα λεπτό να τσεκάρω. Μπράβο, ναι, τώρα δεν με
Αυτό το χρησιμοποιείτε, ξέρεις, για να σας στείλω όνειρα και τέτοια.
Ναι. Τύπου... Ναι, μπράβο.
many Basims.
Αυτό λέω και εμένα να βρω.
You can move it like this. Oh, that's not moving, but if you...
Okay, I can see you now. Hello.
Δείξτε εδώ κοντά στο φακό.
Αυτό γυρνάει και μόνο του σαν
Let's
στέλεχος.
go.
Το κρατάς και γυρνάει το ένα στέλεχος.
You didn't look at it. You can, yeah, you can look through the lens.
Yes,
Yeah,
I can
that's.
take a photo.
You can take a photo. How about if you're going to take a photo? What kind of film is in there? It's negative.
Πόσα άζα.
100 or 200 maybe. I'm not sure.
100, there's not 100.
100. Yes.
Can I have this?
Black and white
Can
or
I see
color?
this?
Ένχρωμα ή άσπρωμα?
Okay.
Έγχρωμο πάντα. Αυτό είναι δεδομένο, ναι. Color.
Okay, take a photo like this.
Okay.
Hold them together. Like this. From the bottom.
Oh,
It's okay, it's not going to do anything. Okay, let me see. I'll take this to clean it for you. You have to hold it because it's not, I think.
Okay.
Is it?
Okay,
Is it
yes.
screwed in? And then put this on top and hold it from the bottom like this.
Μπορεί να δεις τα μέτρα.
Ναι.
Δες τα μέτρα, βάλ το εκεί που είναι. Δηλαδή τώρα είμαστε στο 1,5.
I know.
Στο 1,5 μέτρο που είναι τα
Okay.
μέτρα σου.
I'll hold this for you and you can adjust where you want.
Thank you. Μαζευτείτε να σας βγάλω μια.
Αυτό είναι το zoom. Okay.
Δεν έχει νόημα να κάνω net εδώ, έχει. Δεν μπορώ να καταλάβω.
Κοίταξε, όσο είσαι τηλεφακό, έχεις λιγότερο πεδίο.
Καλά.
Είσαι,
Καλά, είμαι βρυγόνια, κάτι
Okay.
βλέπω. Πάμε.
Perfect.
Wow.
Okay, so here's what we're going to do this time.
Ναι, τι ήμουνα.
Who wants to be
Δεν
photographed?
είναι που είναι δύσκολο, προσθέθηκε και αυτό τώρα.
Αυτό το τύπο, εντάξει, δεν είναι όλες έτσι.
Πρώτη φορά το τέτοιο.
Any volunteers for the next photograph? Okay, now there are a lot of volunteers. Figure it out among yourselves. Okay, who's going to go?
I can pose if somebody wants. Yeah, okay. I mean,
Okay, you want to go?
I can pose.
There will be more. Who else said?
Who
You and you?
wants to take
Okay.
a picture or something? I will pose.
Okay. So the first one I'm going to take. It's going to be complicated. Let's see.
Do you want to move forward, back? Be serious or funny? Shorter a bit, maybe.
Okay, that's complicated. Yes, can you hold this? Okay, but you have to hold it from the bottom like this, so your fingers are not in it. Okay, yes.
Freehand photography, right? Yeah, that's useful.
Okay, now.
And now you can take it out. Okay. Imagine if there's no film inside. All of this, and then there's no film inside. Yes. Okay. Let's see what's going to happen now.
Okay.
Come on.
Come on.
Yes. Okay, something's happened.
Yeah. Oh, I see my face. I see my belly.
So-
Okay, yeah. So something's happening. Yeah, there's something there.
Oh.
Ooh, spooky.
Τέλεια.
Triple.
Oh, that's nice.
Αυτή πάει.
And look what the red did.
Yeah.
Το κόκκινο είναι πολύ ωραίο.
Ναι, είναι πάρα πολύ ωραίο.
Ναι.
And there's also like the focus sign in the background, which sounds.
Ναι, και αυτό το
Yeah, it's more very like.
Τέλειο. Και είναι just εκεί που είναι.
I like it has this like paranormal feel a bit. Like, yeah, you know, I mean like in this place inside the city, there's this place magic things happen.
And like Rootman's film, you.
Okay, let's do one more. That is fine?
Yeah.
Okay. I put you have it, okay? The other filter.
Okay. Τι?
Πού έχετε καθρέφτη.
Το φίλτρο. Το φίλτρο.
Α, εγώ το έχω.
Καθρέφτη έχει κατά στην τουαλέτα.
Πού να βγάλω μια.
Τι?
Let's
Can
do.
we start with the red thing and then?
What I want to do is I'm going to take it a step further. I'm going to do this and start with the red and this.
Okay.
But it doesn't take a picture because, it's a stupid camera. So the sensor in it doesn't recognize the red. So it's not going to take a picture like this. So we have to hold it like, you have to hold it like halfway through. Let's both together.
Yes.
Like this. From the bottom. Exactly. And then, okay. Make sure it's covering half the camera. Yeah. Sorry. Let me-
να το κρατήσει κάτω.
Βάζω το Polaroid, το φιλμ. Το κόκκινο λίγο.
Okay.
Γιατί δεν μπορεί να διαβάσει το Polaroid και το κόκκινο.
Sorry.
Πολύ σκοτεινό.
Όλα τα Polaroid τελικά.
Yeah, I'm this because I can't see.
Oh no.
No, it's fine. It's fine. That's fine. That's good. And now we're gonna take one out.
And now?
What if he takes some?
And now, yes, tell me.
What do you want to do? If you put filter.
We'll put the other half.
Other half.
And this way is good. Yeah. And this way they will have. So here. Actually, no, I can do this. Okay, we'll do it again.
But can we do two different things? Two different
Yeah?
pictures?
Yeah. Okay, good.
Like
I like that
pattern.
we're thinking moving forward. That's okay. Perfect. First one would be, let's say, plants,
Yes.
and the second one will be you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Perfect. Great.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's do this. I need to put film in the camera, which I have somewhere. Good. You saved me some time. Thank you. Okay, so since
Θέλω να κάνω με αυτό εδώ και να δω εμένα και να δω πώς θα το...
Can I give you this?
πώς θα
Since
είναι.
this is your picture,
Okay.
how about you take the first picture?
Okay, yes, I will try. But I have to...
No, it's just the thing. The black
Okay.
thing needs to come
Yeah,
out.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, you choose what you want to take a picture of,
Okay.
and I will help you adjust things.
Okay, I would... So... let me see. I hope that it's not too dark.
Well, we're gonna adjust the.
So I have to...
But maybe that's too close. If you want to take a pic, I mean that's the problem with this camera.
Okay.
It's not made for amazing
for-
photography.
Okay, but
So-
just to have...
Let's see what it's saying here. It's saying, let's put it here.
Okay.
Yeah, let's put it, or yeah, let's put it here. This way,
Okay.
it's not going.
So do I have to out into exposure?
Yes.
Okay.
See, here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna
Okay.
hold it like this,
Okay.
like this from here.
Okay.
As soon as you press the shutter button,
Okay.
go like one finger. This without.
Try. Okay, so
put,
I
put
did.
this. Put this finger here.
Okay. So I press
Like
the
this.
shutter button.
Yes.
And then I go
and then
like the.
try to completely out. Just the bottom comes out. Is it
Okay.
coming out? Okay, try again.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, it's coming out. That's good. Like
Okay.
this. Press the shutter button and then the filter.
Mamma mia.
What?
Okay, so sorry. No.
Good. Good, you did it. It's not coming out.
Okay.
Perfect. And now we put it back. Let go. Close it.
Okay.
Perfect.
Okay.
And now I'm going to take a picture of you
Okay.
with the red filter. Okay, you want to stand over there?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Thank you.
This will be interesting to see. Okay, who wants to try next? You want to try?
Και τώρα ξέρεις όλο άσπρο.
I think actually we have like, okay, so we have 1, we have 9 more photographs. Everybody can try. How about go inside and choose a color filter that you like. Yeah, everybody, go. Let's go get color filters. Ooh.
Because then we forgot to
red.
change.
No, it was good, but too much red. Red is tricky. We'll take another one.
Okay.
Where are you?
Inside the darkness.
Αλλά it's really nice. Red and white.
Yeah. That's the light that went in when you opened it a little bit?
Yes.
Some light went in.
Yeah.
How many people are here? How many people want to get photographed or to try it?
To try it, I think.
How many people want to try to do a picture like this? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, you're gonna do it.
I would like to try to use the double shooting.
Okay, 5.
No,
1, 2,
I
3,
don't-
4, 5.
Just only to see
To take the
how
picture.
much I have to touch.
Ah, this part, yeah.
Είναι πολύ δύσκολο.
So you have to press here.
Yes.
Like this.
Yeah. Okay.
Just the bottom. There's just this. Yeah, that's it.
Γιατί ήταν πάρα πολύ. Βάλαμε το κόκκινο, γι' αυτό λέει.
Γιατί έχω μόνο μία.
Ναι. Ναι, γιατί το δεύτερο ήταν πολύ.
Okay, let's do another one without using red twice.
Okay.
That was the problem, is that we used red.
Okay.
So,
I mean, if someone wants to try, I don't want to do it.
okay.
But I want to do it, but if someone.
You're going to do it in the end.
Okay.
Okay, we're going to go like a whole round and then do it in the end. Okay, who's next? Okay. You're wearing the black shirt, so that's okay. I do what? Like, try to do something else. That's. Can I see what's? That is unfortunately not. My assistant.
Thank you.
Hopefully this
Start.
Who's next? Okay. Yellow. Can I suggest we get a stronger yellow than this?
Yeah.
Because I'm worried that this one is not going to do much. So yeah, the stronger yellow.
Have you ever tried if you put your
Finger?
yeah.
It just like shows a blur because it's
Yeah.
out of focus. It's really close. It's like if you put your
yeah.
finger here, you don't. It just shows a blur. Perfect.
Απλώς εμποδίζει κάποιες από τις ακτίνες να μπουν από
Can I? And now I'll do this the analog way as well. Because it doesn't really make a difference if you're shooting a Polaroid.
I cleaned the previous one.
Ah, okay.
Not the previous.
Okay, good. Thanks. You're learning.
I'm trying.
Okay.
For the analog.
I use the big Polaroid camera usually. That's like I'll show you some Polaroids that I took, and I have one last Polaroid. It's like the film is like super rare and expensive now. I have last one, so we're gonna take it in the end, and I'm gonna show you what.
If we do the option,
Mm-hmm.
first take the portrait, second.
Okay, let's do that. Let's try. Do you have that you want to try? That you want to like push this process further?
Wall with the shadows.
Okay.
I don't know if there is.
Can I? Are you the Oh wow. Because I'll tell you why this happened. Okay. We'll try something else. He's good.
Yeah.
You can draw yourself. You can see your
Yes,
shirt.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. Okay, so if one of them is much brighter.
There's a problem. Okay.
So that's the main reason why the first ones worked was that because they were shot in the same lighting. This camera is not really like made for, you know, complicated photography.
Okay.
So we're really.
So we can. This background. Yeah. Ah.
The other side.
What if she's gonna stay there
And what?
the same light? What if the first picture is gonna be like this empty? So with the sun.
I mean, we can take. Here it's like
It's
very similar light.
where?
Take this. Please work. Love. Okay. Who's next?
Who wants a blue?
Now. Colorful than blue. Green. It doesn't do much. You will see how it does like. Something happens. Oh, yeah, sorry. Okay, I forgot. Well,
This.
straightforward green filter. Michaela, what did picture of you first or pictures of you? This way we'll know at least one of them is going to show.
Microphone.
If you want to try this. Oh, this maybe. Yes.
Okay, let's try this. So let's do this. You. Okay. You're gonna who's gonna
Yes, the
get
same
put?
thing.
Oh,
Yes,
okay,
Maria,
cool.
yes.
Okay, I get it. I would start with her first.
Okay.
Do her
You
first.
know.
You can have Maria and the second one here with Maria.
Okay.
Give both to Maria.
How do you feel about this? I mean, it's also
like
have
it, I like
an
it,
idea.
I like it.
Okay, do you want her face to be green or do you want the bottom to be green?
The bottom.
Okay. Good. The bottom is green means that her because it's white. That's a good choice. Okay. So you're gonna have to do the thing.
Push.
Yeah. So try it again. Try it like this. You put one. You hold it like this, and one finger here, and you press this, and you push down here like this, just like this.
Okay.
You want to try it?
Yes, I want to try.
Okay. Oops, we lost that picture. I'm just gonna take a picture. Otherwise, let's see. Let's see what's gonna happen with this because of the light. Okay, so we put this here. Give you this. Okay, let's try again.
Conceptual, and here you go.
Oh, we want to see it. We want to see it. Show us. I want to see. Maybe it's not too much light. It's part of it.
Oh.
Yeah, let's see it. I want to see what the green also did. So, first, put your finger on the shutter.
Yes.
Goes
Like this?
Yeah. Can you hold this? I'm going to show you how to hold it easy. Hold the filter. Can you hold the filter?
Yes.
Okay. I will show you how. I got it. I got it. This. This finger is here. I would actually just go like this. Okay. I'm holding it with one hand like this, and my finger is here. The other hand, see this? This is kind of relaxed with my finger, just holding it. This finger at the bottom, and then this goes like this. That's it. Okay.
Yes.
So first hold the camera, and I'll open it.
It's like playing a guitar or piano.
Okay, and then with this hand, like this, yeah, and then push it up, down, like at the bottom. Push it out at the bottom, like this. When you once you press the shutter, push it out at the bottom. That's it, like this, just like this. Okay. Now put it back.
Yes.
And Maria, is it what happened to the photograph? Is it black? Okay. Okay. Here, when well, it will probably be a very nice picture. Something is starting to show. It is a nice picture. Okay, here, everybody.
Bello.
It is actually very nice. I really like what the green did. And the pose and the cropping, like right below the knees. It's it's very nice. Okay.
Yours.
Can I see this one?
Yes.
This will always be a mystery. What these circles are. Three big circles. Like there's some. Yeah, I see the glasses, but. Who's next? You're next. Okay. We have all kinds of filters. Okay, it's okay. It's not gonna break. At the end of the world. Okay, so let's see. This is. I want you to look at the color in the light. It's not a. So just. So what do you want to do? Two pictures, one picture. With this or without this?
Without this, and I want to take a picture with someone with.
I have a wig.
Okay. No. I like this idea because so we take a picture of you with hair and then we put you on top, or a picture of someone else with hair and we put you on top.
I don't do well.
I have with me.
Agree to give you
That's right.
your hair. Okay. So where should we take it? Here. Okay. So for this to work, we have to. I need you to stand here. Exactly here. Okay. And I need you to stand next to her. So go back to the right height. No, up a little bit, up a little bit. Try to figure out how your knees are.
Maybe you want.
Okay. Okay. The colors? Yes. Let's.
Yeah.
And then. assistant. Here, Markella. I'm trying to figure out the borders. This piece. 1, 2. Okay. No, what I need you to do is to hold it. The top.
Okay.
Just a half, just the upper half.
Okay.
So you just hold it like this from here. Yeah, like this. Oh, no, I can't see. Can you come from this side?
It's complicated with Polaroid.
One, two, three. Yeah, perfect. Perfect. Go up a little bit. Thank you.
Without the filter?
A little bit this way. Yeah, perfect. Okay. And no, without the filter. 1, 2, 3. I
Θέλω να δοκιμάσω πάλι με pattern, αλλά εδώ νομίζω θα βγει πολύ σκοτεινή.
Show me. Okay, something is happening. You exchanged shirts, but not here.
No
Thank you.
good.
Yeah. Yeah, because we used the filter. I was hoping the hair would show. Wow.
Wow!
What is it about you that does?
Wow.
It's so cool. You exchanged. Okay. Influence shirt.
Είναι τέλεια. Είναι τέλειο. Απλά σαν εγώ δεν υπάρχω. With this one.
With you and
So maybe we have to first.
triangular. Q first. You can put this.
Άμα θέλει. Άμα δεν θέλει μπορεί να κάνει εμείς διάλειμμα.
Macurizza, η Macurizza.
let's just finish this picture of her. And how many pictures do we have? I lost track of the count, of course. Since how many photographs do we have so far? Who has like how many Polaroids? I'm trying to count.
3, 4, 5, 6.
1,
7,
8.
No,
8.
no, no.
But
We have 2 left, 2 more from the previous pack.
So 9. So 2 from the previous pack. From this pack, 7.
Can we try maybe with them to move the?
I mean, come on, look, it's really cool. And you have a face finally. Okay, so what's the count we said again? 7 with this one or without? You have 2, 3, 4. Okay, can we see all the pictures? I want to count because I have no idea what's here. Okay. Yes, yeah, we will. I'm just counting to see how many we have in the camera. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then 8, 9, and then from the last pack we had 2. So we have 2 or 3 left.
It's 9 inside or 10?
10. So we have 3 left. Okay. Who wants more? You want more? Okay. What do you want to do this time? Tell me.
I'm not sure.
Okay.
Yes.
Here.
You can take
Do you want me?
and the second one you can do the portrait.
No, I want a picture with a hand, like this, in the center.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Show me what you want. Put your hand and show me what you want. And then we'll figure it out. Okay. That is unfortunately not going to work because the camera can. I don't think the camera can shoot this close. Actually, it can. Yes. Okay. Yes, we can do. Okay.
Τι είναι, δεν έχει εικόνα.
Μπορεί να κάνεις συμμετοχή. Μετά την λομποτομία όλα είναι καλύτερα.
Κουνιούνται τα καλώδια, κάποια μούφα. Έχει πολλή ώρα.
Ήταν ό,τι καλύτερο μπορούσα να κάνω. Αυτό. Συγγνώμη, απλά είχα μια υπερμεγέθυνση.
Μάκη.
I'll take it. And then we can go break.
Καλά. Ίσως καλύτερα για να συνέχισει.
Sure.
You.
Sure. You know what? You take the picture, and I'll do the back thing.
Oh, okay, thank
Do you want me? Is that okay for you, or do you want to do it yourself?
No, maybe.
Okay. I don't know how. Okay. Okay. Take the picture.
Είναι μακρύ το καλώδιο και είναι...
Εντάξει, σκόψουμε το έξω.
Oh, I had maybe my finger.
No. Finger wasn't on. Okay, and now you can take the next one.
Φτάνει, αρκετά έχουν δείξει. Έχουμε δείξει 7 φωτογραφίες, 8. Όταν επιστρέψουν, κάτσε να δω τι γίνεται.
Δεν σε ακούει. Βλέπεις, κάτι έχει μαζί σου, εδώ.
Να σου πω κάτι δείχνει ότι τελειώνει το βιβλίο.
Ναι.
Cool, I love this. Go get my phone. This is a Pink Floyd poster. Look at this. A Pink Floyd poster. Wow. Sorry, can I go inside? It's okay. Okay, we're gonna take a break now.
Okay.
Να αποκλείσουμε ένα.
Παρακαλώ. Κοπέλα.
Συνήρθε. Είναι οι μούφες, κανονικά θέλει ένα 20 maximum, παραπάνω δεν σηκώνει, χωρίς μούφες και τέτοια. Την άλλη φορά, αν ξέραμε, να ήμασταν πιο θα άστο το. Κοίταξε, έτσι καλώς στήσαμε το δεύτερο.
Do you want some coffee?
No, I'm good. I don't really drink coffee. I'm good. Thank you so much.
You like some tea?
No. Water is.
Μόνο εδώ μου βγήκε καλά με το patterns. Δεν ξέρω αν φαίνεται. Και μ' αρέσει και αυτή που έχει κίνηση. Ναι. Εντάξει, δεν ξέρω και...
Σταματά, είπατε. Non-stop.
Καίγεται.
Πότε όμως, τώρα που βγήκαμε έξω?
Πολλά χρώματα με την που ήταν περίεργα.
Ίσως επειδή έκοψα τώρα έξω, ίσως επειδή έφυγε μακριά το ασύρματο, να έκανε, παιδί παρεβάλλονται τύχη, τζάμια, μπορεί. Δεν έχει οπτική επαφή, κάτι τέτοιο μάλλον. Πάντως δεν συνεχίζουμε τώρα, κάτσε να το κόψω.
Δηλαδή, είχα δοκιμάσει να τραβήξω έτσι και είχε βγει.
1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2.
Now, these numbers go up. They get bigger, but they're actually not bigger because this is 125th of a second and 100 and 250th of a second, which is half of 125th of a second. So we have to always put half. Now, what I'm going to try to do, things we can do with this camera, but I have one picture left, and I don't want, I can take this out. Shield it. I have to cover it with some filters inside. I can put colors inside. I can put patterns. We can make the circle thing that we talked about. But because it's one photograph, I'm going to show you. We're going to take the photograph, and then I'm going to do all the tricks after when there's nothing inside. I'm going to take it apart, and I'm going to show you what we can put inside. Now, I'm going to do a double exposure, and we're going to try the hair trick again. So your sweater will be Pink Floyd and red, and your hair will be on his head, and hopefully your face won't show. It's complicated, but we're going to try it. The best way to do this, if I want to do this, it's invisible, but still keep her hair. How do I do this?
More light because this is very dark. So if I got more light, my face is gonna be white.
But then your hair is also going to be invisible.
We can have a circle.
Okay, where do we put the circle? Inside the camera. Right. We have to open the camera, which I can't do right now, but we put, like, usually this camera comes with a piece of metal that goes in. It's like a metal plate that goes in and it covers the film. I take this out, and then I have to find a way to put a dot suspended into nothing that is exactly going to be where her face is. Yes. But I have to adjust it. One way is to, like, make a circle in the middle, and then hope that the cross, the parts of the cross will be invisible. Could be part of the background. Or make a transparency that's very, very clear, very sharp, and draw an oval shape of your face and put it in this place and try to fit it exactly in it. Or another thing is take two photographs on film. The other camera, the 135 camera, one of your face, one of her face, and then I cut out your face, keep the hair, make sure that the face is exactly the same size, cut out your face, leave the hair, and put the other negative on top of it, and make a photograph of them together. Allow light to go in and print on light-sensitive paper. This is how Photoshop used to be done, like before Photoshop. People used to do stuff like this. And of course, there are you can think of so many ways to do this, but it is really about coming up with creative ideas. You want to accomplish something, how do you do it? And so today, because we can't do any of that, we're going to go with the easiest way, which is I'll shoot you with a darker filter, and I'll shoot you with a lighter filter, and I'll try to make sure that your face is exactly the same size. So we're going to use a tripod. and you're going to be standing against the wall, so I know that the distance is the same. And I'm going to try to adjust you exactly in the same place. Last time it was almost. And we'll see what happens. Cool? Let's try. But we're all going to be involved in this together, so you can also see. Let's go over there. Now there's a lot of to find another background. Maybe go further.
Not very far.
Not this back. Here, yeah, that's good. Perfect.
But if I have, for example, in front of my face, like something like a paper, like a white paper, it would work?
No, actually, that's a good idea. Yes, that's a good idea. A black paper.
A black paper.
We cut out an oval shape of oval black paper, and you hold it like this. Okay, let's do this. That's a very good idea.
But
Great.
then it's gonna be
No.
yeah, if I'm gonna hold it, it's gonna be also the hand.
It's
on my face.
well, I mean, it depends. I mean, do you want to make it super realistic, or do we want to play with it a bit? Because even if we cover your hand, a part of the Pink Floyd will be covered. So let's make sure he has 4 hands or 4 arms, you know?
Okay.
But I like the idea of the paper. Let's cut out your face in black paper. Yeah, the big one and the scissors, please. Yes. It's good that we're further. I didn't think of this. That's a great idea. Subject. There's always the subject. There's always what's in front of the lens or the lens itself. There's always what's inside the camera. The subject is always part of that.
That's enough, or
Yeah, that's enough. That's perfect. Thank you. Okay. So let's see. This would be okay. Maybe can we get a pencil or like something? Just draw your face. Put it like this. And yeah, I have no idea how I'm gonna do this, but we'll figure it out. To cover your face, to like draw exactly.
Yeah,
Does this tripod go like this? Like vertical? No, it doesn't, right?
back and forth on
And yeah, okay.
Do you want
That's fine.
which way? That way?
Yeah, to do a portrait.
So, you
Yeah. This around as well.
Okay.
Yes, exactly. Okay.
Το έκανες από τη λάθος πλευρά, τώρα μπορεί να το σφίξεις.
Τι?
Δεν μπορεί να σφίξεις το...
Ποιο,
από την άλλη.
Μια χαρά είναι.
Okay.
Okay, perfect. And it's resting here. No, it needs to go.
Θέλω να κάνουμε κάποιο όρθιο, αλλά θέλω να είμαστε εντάξει.
Εκεί.
No, thank you. Okay, so let's see. Oh, you're smart. Okay, maybe like no. Well, it's the angle is always going. I'll just draw it. Okay, I don't think your face is that big, but it has to be a bit bigger. See, I'm just putting it next to your face to see. No, I need to see your face with the next to the piece of paper. Okay, we'll start with this and we can make it smaller. like this. I need you to go stand next to her and also figure out the right height.
Αλλά είναι λίγο πάει λίγο έτσι. Οπότε... Ίσως λίγο πιο πάνω, γιατί είσαι πιο χαμηλά.
Okay. That's good. Oh, sorry.
οκ, θα παραμείνω έτσι. Θα μην έτσι φαίνονται τα μαλλιά.
No, did we not find it before? I think somebody gave it to me, no? You found it? No?
Yes.
Okay.
No.
It was in my pocket? Okay. Sorry about that. I kept going like this and I didn't feel it. I thought somebody found it and gave it to me. Okay, so we're going to do green and orange this time. Okay. Let's see. You don't have to hold it yet. I'm still adjusting the light meter. One 25th. 250. Okay, good. All right, and now I'm going to adjust the focus.
How many years are you working with this?
4, 5. Yeah. Okay. And now we're ready. Can you go up a little bit with your hand? Yeah, perfect. Down a bit, up a bit. Sorry, yeah, perfect. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Okay, number 1 done. Now stand here. Yes. You stand in front of her. Stand in front of her like this. Okay. You go out, go left, and you go back. Perfect. Okay. Is this the right height? Okay. Okay, 1/60th. 120. Go a little bit this way. More. Okay, perfect. I need you to come to the front a bit. I think she wasn't leaning yet. Perfect, like this. Perfect. And yeah, okay. 1, 2. Go a little bit to this way. Yeah, like this. Okay, 1. One, 2, 3. Okay. I don't think it's going to be precise, but it's an experiment. So this is a Polaroid where you don't see anything. There is nothing here because it's two parts. This is going to be the photograph. I'm going to peel it like this. It's called peel apart film. I'm going to peel it out, and this will be the negative. So it has a negative and a positive, which is the image. And then we're just going to leave it here for a minute to develop. Sorry. And then we'll see if you're going to get hair or not. But also you'll see the difference in this is a really good lens and this is really good film. So, image, hopefully if it's in focus. Okay. The difficult part is the patience. Okay. The moment of truth. Come closer, come closer. Everybody, come closer. You have hair. It's just the wig kind of moved a little bit with the wind. But the sweatshirt is always the best part.
The green, wow.
Yeah.
The red is very.
So, if you use what I just showed you, a camera with film that's not Fuji Instax Mini, like for example, if you have a Fuji Instax Wide, do you know this camera? It's like the Mini, but it's film this size. It's a bit bigger. Or if you use it in regular 135 film, like your camera, if you use these strategies, like do a double exposure with filters like this, you're going to get this sharpness. You're going to get this quality. If you do multiple exposures with your camera with filters, you're going to get this quality. If you start putting stuff inside the camera, you're going to get this quality. Okay, I'm going to let this dry because it needs to dry. Yeah, I'll just put it here in the sun. And then I will show you what's inside the camera. Let me just put this away. This is trash. It's kind of, it has this gelatin on it, so just thank you. Okay, now let's open this. And see what's inside. Okay, so this is the camera. The camera is basically a container that has nothing in it. Now, if I cut out a piece of paper, a piece of black paper, and put it here, sorry, I gave Futini the paper, which I shouldn't have done. Sorry, yeah, and the scissors, I didn't think. This is like this, and this is where the film usually is. It's a cartridge that has 10. And yeah. Yes.
Is this Polaroid? It's like a. It's probably from the half olives are only classical Polaroid film. In terms of size.
This is, I have this, I can't remember now, but I have, no, it's very similar, but it's not exactly the same size.
Okay,
It's almost the same, but not exactly the same.
Which one?
This is good, yeah. Thank you. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do this by eye, try to figure out the size. Thank you. Very good idea. Sorry. Okay, so I have this. It can fit here. No, it can't. Can we get like a small bag for trash? Because I keep giving them my trash. Thank you. Okay, so this fits here. What I would do is I would use tape to tape it, so I would make it a bit smaller. Like this. Put it in here and tape it. Does not fit it. So now it fits. And then I would tape it here and tape it here to make sure it doesn't move in front, like it also that it's straight, not, you know, not like this. It has to be straight like this. Now, what I could do is, now I block the image completely. I don't want to block the image completely. So what I could do is, I could do something very simple like what all the kids do. And then I would maybe do something like this. Okay. And then I put it here. And then if I take a picture of a person like this now, what would happen is the person would be in these areas, and what's black is going to be white. Now, I don't want it to be white. I could leave it white. I mean, it could work as white. It's fine. It might be nice. You know what? I have another pack of film in my bag, which we can use. Let's take more pictures. Can I have the tape, please? Tape. Actually, I will come with you because I need to get the film. Thank you. Okay. So I could take a couple more pictures from this film. So you're asking about the size of the film. It is. Not here. I don't see it.
8 επί 10 centimeter. But okay, in inches. Όχι τίποτα.
It's online. I always look it up online. It's 10 by 8, I think. No. No.
It's not inches. It's 10 by 8
8 centimeters.
centimeters.
Ah, yeah, it's 8.5 by 10. 8.5 by 11 almost.
Okay.
Okay. So I won't be able to out once I put it. So we're gonna take like 3 or 4 pictures of it in there. Use the dark room. Can I use the dark room? Okay. So let's make this nicer. Okay. Does anyone have to leave? Because I know this was supposed to be until 4. Are you sure? You have to leave when? Now? Okay, we're just going to take 1 or 2 pictures quickly. And I mean, you can leave whenever you want, but I want you to see this quickly. Okay. Now, where is the back? Yes, you have the back. Okay.
Αυτά ήταν τα βοηθητικά film για να δείξει το Polaroid. Είναι το αντίστοιχο film που συζητάμε.
Ή κάνεις παλιά
Έτσι μπαίνουν σε κάμερες, είναι για αυτή τη δουλειά. Ήταν δοκιμαστικά, πώς το λένε, έχω 2-3.
Okay. Who wants to be photographed? Okay. Now.
No, later.
Later what?
Darku?
No, later. Yeah. Now I just need this. Okay. Filter from inside quickly. Okay, stand here. Going to be one exposure, so I adjusted exactly like the light meter told me. Can someone get me the one that the filter that makes the triangles, please? I don't know if it's here. Yeah. Yes. Maybe it's inside. It's inside on the table. Okay. I will adjust the focus now. Actually, I need you. Can you move a little bit in the light? Yeah. Thank you. A little bit, yeah, a little bit to the left. No, right. I'm trying to capture. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, the light. Okay. Now, I'm going to put this one in first. Yes. Just don't move. That's the most important thing. Perfect. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Now, I'm going to. Shit. Not perfect. Sorry. Let's take it again. I didn't. I didn't take this out. Okay, let me see. Just the focus. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now it should work. So now what's going to happen is there will be a lot of white pattern is going to be like, let's say his eyes, his nose will appear through all of that. So we'll see what's going to happen. This. All right. You can take a look at this. It's a filter. That's like the one with the half. This one has 3 altogether.
Αυτό, δηλαδή εμείς δεν μπορούμε με άλλο τρόπο να πάμε τώρα. Αυτό που θα κάνουμε δεν μπορεί να ξέρει. Να πάρουμε
Why the areas that were with black?
Because it is white. Is it going to be black or white? We'll find out. I think it's going to be white. Well, it's not exposed. So there was no, it wasn't exposed to the light, so it keeps the original color of what it's supposed to be, if it's not exposed to the light.
Of the white.
Yeah, the white paper. I think it's white. We're going to find out. It's going to be black or white.
Because the paper is white.
Yes, the paper is white. No, the paper is white. Black on it. Light doesn't go onto the white.
Yes.
It doesn't give it color.
Okay.
So it doesn't capture anything, so it becomes white. Yeah, nothing happens. Okay, moment of truth. Thank you. It's black. You were right. Black. Here. Not white. You see the colors, you see the... I'm wondering why this is not so sharp. But, yeah.
The black paper, right?
Yes. The lines should be sharp. Yeah.
Because it's behind.
It's probably, I think it's like this because of the lens that refracts the light. I'll take another one without the lens. Okay, we'll take one more, and then you can all go. I'll let you go. Who wants to be photographed? It's not that difficult. So you made a decision. You. Okay, good.
I must go.
Okay.
Thank you.
Very nice to meet you. And yeah.
Can I take the picture?
Can you take a picture of it? Keep these pictures, but you can take a picture of it. Or I can scan them and send them to you guys.
Okay, thank you.
Yes. Bye.
Εγώ πιστεύω αυτό, το ότι πρέπει να βρούμε τρόπους έτσι ώστε σιγά σιγά αυτό να είναι και βιώσιμο, ρε παιδί μου. Και...
Το apologize αρέσει σαν έννοια.
Έχω... Ναι, αλλά έχω μια τέτοια, δηλαδή είναι λίγο... πάει και λίγο αυτό... πάει πολύ πιο προσωπικό. Σε ένα επίπεδο ψυχολογικό και προσωπικό.
Όχι, μου αρέσει πάρα πολύ και για κοινωνικά, όπως το μηδέν.
Ναι, είναι λίγο περίεργο.
Είσαι πάντα σε...
Εμένα μου αρέσει επίσης και αυτό που έχουμε και εμείς, το cancel.
Το cancel είναι οριακό όμως.
Γιατί είναι και αυτή η καινούργια κουλτούρα του cancel, ας πούμε, culture cancel.
Ναι.
Αυτοί που πατεώνουν, βγαίνουν και κόβουν, ας πούμε, δεν γνωρίζουν από τον ίδιο, ας πούμε, γιατί είναι Γερμανοί. Τέτοια κινήματα που ακυρωτικά είναι, που έχουν αγάλματα.
Απλά το cancel είναι σαν να είναι τελικό στάδιο, ας πούμε, το οποίο εννοώ είναι σαν να έχεις φτάσει στο όριο, καταλαβαίνεις, οπότε εκεί...
Λοιπόν, θα δούμε, να
Όχι,
βάλουμε πολλές ιδέες.
Το είπα, το λέω τώρα επειδή το κάτι συζητάμε με το Τάκη πριν άσχετο με αυτό και μου ήρθε αυτό στο μυαλό σαν επίσης μου είπε ο Τάκης μήπως κάνουμε κάτι φέτος οι τρεις μας.
Με τι, έκθεση. Σε καλερί.
Τελικά μιλάτε χωρίς εμένα.
Όχι ρε, λέω αυτό το που του λέω αυτό που είπαμε.
Τώρα το πιάσουμε αυτό, γιατί τον πιάνουμε τα οικονομικά του τύπου.
Μιλάμε για το τι θα ήθελα που έλεγες. Τώρα του είπα αυτό που είπαμε για την έκθεση.
Τα λέμε όταν ανοίξω το ίδιο.
Για σε έχουμε στα όπα που να σου πάτεις τίποτα.
Για να ξέρεις, μας έχει υποστηρίξει η Γιούλα, μας υποστηρίζει.
Ναι, προς το παρόν.
Για προς το παρόν, το οποίο δεν ξέρω μερικά μπορεί και να μην είναι ιδανικά.
Αλλά κάποια μας έχει αυτή τη στιγμή δανείσει λεφτά, ας πούμε, αυτό. Και τώρα συζητάμε.
Και τέτοια μας έχει πει επανειλημμένως να κάνουμε εμείς curating κάτι, να κάνουμε αυτή παραγωγή για να παίρνουν λεφτά το μάμα. Για να παίρνουν λεφτά.
Το μάμα ποιο είναι?
Το μάμα είναι στην Κύπρο. Τα παιδιά.
Αυτό που κάνει η Γιούλα, αυτό που συζητάμε τότε για τα...
Δεν κατάλαβα. Τι είπαν τα παιδιά?
Αυτή τι είναι η Γιούλα γενικώς. Εμείς βγάζουμε concept και τα λοιπά και να κάνουμε ένα curating, αυτοί να κάνουν την πρόταση και να πάρουν λεφτά από το Υπουργείο στην Κύπρο και από αλλού που μπορούν να πάρουν. Αυτοί μπορούν να πάρουν λεφτά, εμείς μπορούμε να λέμε ιδέες και να κάνουμε τέτοιες συνεργασίες μεταξύ TIT και τέτοιο και να κάνουμε εμείς τέτοιο. Να γίνεται εδώ στην Αθήνα
και να υπάρχει.
Και Αθήνα και τέτοιο, και Κύπρο, κατάλαβες. Αυτό είναι καλό. Αλλά πρέπει να είμαστε ας πούμε, στις ημερομηνίες που θα είμαστε στην Γιούλα.
Καλά, ξεκάθαρα. Αλλά πρέπει να είμαστε προετοιμασμένοι γενικότερα. Οπότε θέλει μια συζήτηση σοβαρή. Να τα βάλουμε κάτω και να δούμε τι μπορούμε να κάνουμε. Τι φτιάχνουμε αύριο.
Τι σου πει.
Μια κατεύθυνση. Πυλό, τσίκι, 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 τσίκι.
Δεν μπορώ να τον βγάλουμε έξω τον άνθρωπο το βράδυ, γιατί αυτός έχει κανονίσει κάτι. Οπότε περιμένουμε να το αποχαιρετήσουμε. Όχι, θα θέλουμε για να στήσουμε, κατάλαβες, έχουμε και αυτό το θέμα. Δηλαδή αυτό, ότι δεν έχουμε κάποια πράγματα. Και δεύτερον, το ότι άμα βγει αύριο, μια φοβερή τέτοια δουλειάς. Η ζωή δεν θα είναι.
Θα είναι μέσα από το στήσιμο.
Δηλαδή αύριο θα είναι κόλαση πάλι.
Και μετά πρέπει να δούμε τι θα κάνουμε και στις πλατφόρμες, βέβαια. Μετά θα στείλουμε πλατφόρμες.
Αυτό τώρα θα πάρουμε τηλέφωνο φεύγοντας, παίρνουμε τηλέφωνο τον Κώστα, να έρθει στην γαλερί, να μιλήσουμε, ενώ κάνουμε αυτό.
Ο Κώστας είναι εδώ.
Είναι εδώ, ήρθε χθες το βράδυ.
Ναι, οπωσδήποτε, παιδιά, δεν παίζει αυτό. Δηλαδή, εγώ θα έρθω την Τρίτη.
Κάτι θα αγοράσουμε μια κούκλα, θα κάνουμε κάτι σημαντικό.
Ναι. Τι να πάρουμε, κούτσα?
Κούτσα.
Ναι.
Δύο κούτσες.
Όχι.
Μία κούτσα έχουμε μία κομμένα.
Μια κομμένα έχουμε μια κούτσα, αλλά μήπως πάρεις τέτοιο, μήπως πάρεις που να είναι, δεν είναι και τρίτη και στο στόμα και τέτοιο, να είναι πιο έτσι.
Να είναι πιο
Παιδιά, και τι
πιο ακριβό.
Δεν θα φαίνεται. Δεν τώρα το στόμα της γκόμενας είναι.
Έτσι να φαίνεται, να έχει και αυτός. Αν υπάρχει κάτι που να είναι και αυτός έτσι.
Τέλος πάντων, το άλλο θέμα το εξής το οποίο θέλει προετοιμασία, γιατί αυτό πράγμα αυτό είναι τελειώσει. Αυτό που θέλει προετοιμασία
Είναι το
τζόνας. Θα πρέπει να τυπώσουμε και μήπως θα τυπώσουμε και εμείς. Να μην φτάσουμε πάνω από έκθεση Α3.
Δεν έχω, έχει χαλάσει. Α4.
Το οποίο μπορεί να γίνει λίγο μεγαλύτερο να το βάλεις έτσι.
Αλλά δεν είναι ουσιαστικό.
Εμείς μπορούμε να κρεμάσουμε ιδέες, αυτό πηγαίνουν στα μαλαικία. Θα γίνει νυχτιά.
τελευταία μας που πάμε. Είναι ψηλά.
Εκεί είναι πολύ ψηλά. Μάλιστα. Και να κάνεις τώρα τρύπες και τέτοια δεν ξέρουν. Είναι προτιμότερο να φτιάξεις ένα σαν δάσος μικρό το πάτωμα. Μέχρι εδώ.
Πώς θα το κάνουμε
στον χώρο. Με τέτοιο.
Κατεβαίνει πάρα πολλές.
Με τέτοιο.
Θάλασσα.
Αστερόσα. Είναι όλοι, τι είπα περπατάκι μας.
Θα περπατάς αυτό καταλαβαίνεις θα γίνει. Πώς θα το στηρίξουν τότε.
Δεν χρειάζεται να βγαίνει έτσι με πειράζει.
Είναι αυτό, πώς θα στηριχθεί κάτω. Με τι. Ένα ξύλο, τι ένα ξύλο. Πρέπει να το άμα έχει ένα χέρι, πώς θα δώσουμε ταμπλές. Αυτά που έχουμε και αυτή είναι λίγο.
Δεν είναι ωραία.
Κάτω δεν μπορούμε να κάνουμε τίποτα. Καλά μπορούμε να αφήσουμε το illusion μόνο στον τοίχο. Να μην κάνουμε μεγάλα, μικρό, θέλουμε να το κάνουμε έτσι.
Θέλουμε να το κάνουμε έναν οργάνωτο πράγμα ή να κάνουμε ένα διαφυγής. Να έχει μια έτσι.
Να έχει σημείο φυγής, ναι.
Θα μπορούσε να κάνει τέτοιο.
Θα το δούμε.
Αυτό θέλει να σχεδιαστεί πώς το κάνεις και στο Photoshop. Να έχουμε ένα χάρτη μικρό και μετά να πάμε να το προβάλλουμε. Γιατί πάμε να βάλουμε, άμα το φτιάξεις στο Photoshop, βάζουμε ένα προτζέκτορα, αχνά σου δείχνει και τοποθετούμε εκεί που είναι στο στοιχείο.
Καλά είμαστε που θα τα βρούμε, το κάνουμε σαν το κάναμε. Δεν έχει πρόβλημα.
Αν σημείο φυγής δεν θέλει άλλο σχεδιασμό.
Δεν είναι, αλλά μπορούμε να το έχουμε σε ένα σχέδιο, σαν κάναμε. Κάναμε εννοώ, στο κάναμε θα είναι ένα καταστρό, εκεί πέρα θα ξέρουμε τι είναι μέσα. Δεν είναι κάτι το φοβερό, υπάρχει το κολλάς.
Και αυτά θα μας τα φτιάξει ο Σπυρός, θα τα εκτυπώσει.
Πάνω στο σπίτι είναι αυτοκόλλητο.
Σε αυτοκόλλητο θα είναι. Εντάξει.
Πώς το βλέπεις.
Δεν τελειώνει. Τι είπες.
Θα μου πεις τον Απόστολο δεν μπορώ. Νομίζω ότι πρέπει να το φύγετε.
Πρέπει να το χαιρετήσουμε πριν τον άνθρωπο. Απλά πρέπει να το...
Όχι, να διακόψουμε και να χαιρετάμε.
Όχι. Δεν είναι σωστό, πες το. Και επίσης εγώ πρέπει να πω παιδιά που φέρω αυτή τη στιγμή, όχι δεν είμαι καθόλου καλά.
Μια πίσα θα σε έκανε να νιώσεις καλύτερα.
Έχει χάσει ο χρόνος.
Δεν είμαι καλά, όχι. Δεν το καταλαβαίνεις εσύ αυτό. Εντάξει. Δεν περιμένω να καταλάβεις αυτό το πράγμα. Ο άνθρωπος δεν τρώει με ένα τέτοιο, δεν υπάρχει.
Ωραία γκρίνια, ξέρεις.
Καλά συνεχίζεις.
Πώς θα μια μεγάλα τα γκρίνια.
Τι εννοείται.
Μας έχει βγάλει ένα άλλο κόσμο. Είναι περίεργο. Δεν ξέρω.
Εγώ την άτομα
Περνάω τη φάση μου. Γύρω πώς θα λέει,
Ξέρεις τι έπαθα,
κάνω
το
λοιπόν...
στήσιμο, το κάνεις αυτό.
Τι έπαθες.
Δεν πίνω νερό, το χείλο, δεν ξέρω. Έχω τέτοιο, και τα χείλια μου αλλά γενικώς.
Είσαι αφυδατωθεί.
Έχω αφυδατωθεί.
Δεν είναι καλό αυτό καθόλου.
Τώρα γι' αυτό πίνω συνέχεια.
Να κάνει, για τσάι.
Πήγα το
Είναι δυνατόν.
χθες, χθες παιδιά, ήταν το στόμα μου, λες και δεν είχα πια σάγιο. Τα χείλια μου άρχισαν να σκάνε.
Άσπρα. Σέφ μου, είχες σπάσει. Hibernation μπήκες. Εντάξει, δεν μου κάνει. Έχεις κάνει στο κλασικό.
Αυτό. Ξεκάθαρα αυτό. Εκεί είμαι, σε αυτό το σημείο. Θα αρχίσω να γκρινιάζω και στο Basim.
Και βγάζεις έτσι, πρίζα.
Και να του πω, κοίταξε. Αν το κάνω.
Να το κάνεις πιο μαζικό, γιατί αλλιώς βγαίνει ο ήρωας. Να το κάνεις πιο μαζικό, αλλιώς βγαίνει ο ήρωας.
Παναγιώτης ζεις και γίνει, Όχι, μπορεί που έχει το καλώδιο και το τραβάει τόση ώρα έτσι.
Θα ζήσει πολύ. Λοιπόν, εγώ τη βλέπω μαζευόμαστε.
Να σου πω. Κόβω, εντάξει. Να κάνει κλείσιμο θα το...
And if you guys have any...
You closed it.
Oh, I'm done. I'm not saying anything. If you guys have any questions, or if in the future you have any questions, find me on Instagram, and we can. I'll send you, or send me, like, if you manage to scan your photographs with a scanner, send me the images, and I'll scan the images I have and send them to you also. I have no idea what this is. And yes, thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
And try, try all of this with cameras like this. That's the most, your camera would be perfect for this. Take multiple exposures with different filters, put stuff inside the camera, like what I did with the big camera but small, and you'll get amazing results.
May I have a question?
Yes.
Smaller. With the negatives of Polaroids,
Yeah.
what you will do?
What do I do? Well, I keep them for the future, because in the future there will be, I don't know what's going to happen, but what you can do is, if you peel all of this, and then you put bleach on the back. Do you know what bleach is? Yeah. Everybody knows what bleach is? You put bleach on the back very carefully with like a sponge or with a brush, and you keep washing it, and you add more bleach and you wash it. This black will come off, and this part will turn into a negative. So it's transparent and it has the image printed on it as a negative. Once you remove the black, you see that it's a negative. And then you can print it as a C print, like really large. Because I have a very sharp lens, and I've never done this, and I don't know if I will ever do it, but never say never. So I keep this in the future. I always keep my negatives. And I always put them together in binders.
And then you will find someone in YouTube that has already done it.
Yeah. No. I learned this. I learned this from YouTube. There are people on YouTube who have done it. Of course. How else would I learn it?
Well, thank you very much for
You're welcome. Thanks to you.
Thank you so much.
It was nice to meet you all.
It was great.
Thanks. And